good in the web? This is your man Q back again with a video I haven't done in such a long time. You see my mini stack, get it, mini switches coming pretty soon, but my mini stack of Switch games that I've collected since the Nintendo Switch has come out, and I decided, let me jump on and talk about it. You know, it's the new year, new you, new Q. Well, not really, because it's a whole bunch of games that I still had from 2017 and 2018 that I still have not yet to play, or I played but I haven't got a chance to beat. And this is not even counting the ones that I bought online, and it's not even counting some of the ones that I have pre-order or the ones that I still want to get. But you know what? Or let me even talk about this, which has gotten me, is the ones that are coming out for the Nintendo Switch that I already bought for the PlayStation 4, like the Zodiac Age, even though that was a while ago. But anyway, we'll get into that. First and foremost, let's jump into the games that are in my collection, the physical copies thus far. Well, I love physical. I love physical copies because, well, it's tangible, it's physical. So, and plus, I always like being able to have the cases and stuff like that. So that's always a good thing right there. But anyway, but it's no books. It's no books. You know, that bothers me. And I thought, I know I just jumped here, but I really thought that there were going to be books here. The only thing that is that's my receipt. But the first game that we have to talk about is a game that I literally spent an entire summer doing. Playing. I think I've got like 350, maybe 400 hours. A couple of my homeboys and friends were just like trying to clown me because all I had been playing was Octopath Traveler. They're like, every time I see you, you're just playing Octopath Traveler. And Octopath Traveler for me has been a mix between a new age game, slightly like the Bravely Default, which is the same team, mixed with that Final Fantasy VI, which I still have not yet to beat Final Fantasy VI. I had some Super Nintendo issues back in the 90s, but I do have it for PlayStation and I have it for Super Nintendo. So I'll get back to it. I might stream that one day, actually. But Octopath Traveler is a great game if you love classic turn-based RPGs with a little twist, and you love this rotoscoping, different layer type of design and graphics and chibi sprites and stuff. This is a great game for you. I highly recommend it. I will be honest with you, and this is, of course, I'm not the spoiling type of dude, but this is, of course, there's no major, if you're looking for a major love story, if you're looking for some kind of major super FF6, FF7, or, you know, extensive twist and turn, thriller, Fight Club, Matrix type of plot, is not going to be that. But for what it is, it's a great game. I mean, damn it, I put 350, close to 400 hours into the game. It's a lot of features that you can do, a lot of job classes and other sub-job classes that you're able to open up. And if you don't mind grinding, and I'm talking about grind with me, relax your mind, cause the game makes you weak. No? That is Octopath Traveler. It's really a good game. It's a highly suggested game. The next game, and this is not, again, not in any particular order, is another game. I think I put 420 hours into this. This one also comes with no book, but it comes with a receipt. I was saving my receipt. It's Xenoblade Chronicles 2. Truth be told, I will have to say that I like Xenoblade Chronicles 2 more than I like Octopath Traveler. And the main reason is this has the skeleton for a love story. And if you already know, I'm a sensitive guy. I love love stories in my role-playing games. Like, not every role-playing game needs it, but majority of role-playing games, like a good movie, you know, that's life. It has that, the love, it takes the monotony away from what the rest of the part of the story is going. The love story is supposed to be between Pyra, and it's supposed to, I don't know what's on my finger, it's supposed to be between Pyra, and it's supposed to be between Rex. And to me, I thought it was kind of forced, to be very honest with you. Even though I did like Pyra, I wasn't such a big person on Mythra. I thought her character could have been fleshed out more. I actually like Nia as my favorite love interest, to be honest, and I love the fact that she's a healer, and I kept her in my party. And later on in the game, there's a whole bunch of other stuff that goes on, which I'm not going to discuss, of course, because it's an RPG. But what really made me like the game is the fact that of the beautiful colors, the music, which wasn't as good as Xenoblade Chronicles, the first one, but it's still really great music. And I did like the battle system on this one. It was pretty good, actually. I'm not about to say pretty decent. Actually, the battle system was pretty fun because you were able to basically have up to 9 people up in your party, because each character had the ability to have 3 different, blades, which were other characters, and you can flip and flop them, and then you can mix your team based off of that. And the game was hard. So if you like hard RPGs, both of this one, the Octopath Traveler and the Xenoblade Chronicles 2 was really hard. I'm still not sure if they're going to bring Xenoblade Chronicles X to the Nintendo Switch. I didn't beat that one. I got pretty decent into it. My girl, Alma, I really got decent and I got far in that one, but I didn't beat it. I love the fact that it was mechs and it reminded me of Xenogears, which is one of my personal favorite games, which I do need to beat that too. I know this is just like this is supposed to be the games that I have in my collection. I'm talking about all the games that I have yet to beat yet. But anyway, Xenoblade Chronicles 2 for me, because of all the functions and features that it has, I actually like it more than Octopath Traveler. Not to say that Octopath Traveler is not a great game. That's just my personal opinion. But both of the games, I will say, are not on my top upper echelon top 10, cracking the the top 10 RPG list. But for the Nintendo Switch, these are must-haves. If you have a Nintendo Switch and you play role-playing games, if you don't have Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and if you don't have Octopath Traveler in your collection, then I don't know what you were doing in 2017 or 2018. You need to fix it. I don't know what's wrong with you, honestly. No disrespect, I'm just letting you know. The next game, about 300 and something hours. What can I say about Breath of the Wild? This is Skyrim meets Zelda. And I'm not talking about calling Link Zelda. Relax. I'm not 6. But this is probably, I will say, on my top 3 of all-time Zeldas. I haven't really got a chance to really jump down and really delve into it and think about it. But in no particular order. Well, I have to say this. Ocarina of Time changed my life because it changed Link's life. Because that's when I believe people really stopped calling Link Zelda and start calling Zelda Zelda and Link Link. And it showed us a cooler, hipper Link. And basically, they continue to keep on doing that format, well, with little alterations. I also love Link to the Past and Breath of the Wild, which was with Super Nintendo. And that was the second one I played, but the first one I beat. Breath of the Wild is Skyrim meets Zelda. So you got the best of Japanese role-playing games and action role-play strategy games, and then you have the best of the open world inside of the Western role-playing games. And it turns out for something magical. I mean, literally, this game came out, a week or so after, what was the game that came out on PlayStation? That's sad that I can't remember the name, with Aloe, the girl. Help me out, somebody. Please. Somebody. Anybody. Help me. Well, I can't remember the game now. But I still have it, and it almost says Sunset Overdrive. That's Xbox. But anyway, I was playing both of the games. I was playing the other game first, and then I ended up playing this, and I just couldn't go back to the other game. It's because of the fact that you can climb anything in the game. As long as you have the stamina, you can climb it. As long as you have the items, you can do it. I have yet to make an airship in the game, but a lot of people have been doing airships. I've seen it online. You can look it up. I remember they even had the little spoof too, where you can jump inside the Guardians. I wish you could. I have yet to get every scene, and I have yet to play all of the DLC, but this is a must. If you have a Nintendo Switch, you better have Zelda. You better have Smash, Mario Odyssey. Like, there are certain staples that you have to have, especially if you can consider yourself to be a Nintendo fan. You can't consider yourself to be a Nintendo fan unless you just really hate Zelda. But you gotta have, like Mario, You gotta like one of the big three, the big four. Mario, Zelda's, Donkey Kong, Metroid, which Samus doesn't have that many games all the time. But you got to be into one of those. Another game that I played and I love it and I need to play more of it. And I got this for Christmas. What was it? 2017, and I haven't played it as much as I should. It's Fire Emblem Warriors. I like Fire Emblem Warriors. The reason why I jumped on board is because I had somebody to play with, and you got some persons to play with. It's even funnier when you're playing in a group with other people. And it also allows you to get to know a lot of the characters that you might have not known on the Fire Emblem series, which always is a help because I played Fire Emblem and been a Fire Emblem fan for a while, since basically Marth on Melee, and then it made me go back and look up all of the other Fire Emblem stuff. But basically, if you've played Hyrule Warriors, then you play Fire Emblem Warriors. It's just basically you get your Fire Emblem characters and you put it on a map, and it's like capture the flag or capture the base, and then the enemy forces will come, and then you have to spread out your forces to try to stop them, and then bosses will come. It can be very addictive, it can be very fun, which also explains why the reasons I have not been playing it is because I have an obsessive personality when it comes to games and certain things. I will just sit and that's all I'll do. Forget TV, forget everything else, movies. That's if I'm playing a game and the game is great, that's the game. Another great game is going to be the Bomberman. I haven't played the Bomberman too much, as much as I should. Have been having it for as a launch game, but the Bomberman was one of my favorite Nintendo 64 games, Bomberman 64, as well as the Super Nintendo where I first played Bomberman. And I always loved Bomberman because of the fact that it was multiplayer. It was one of the first multiplayer games for Super Nintendo where you were able to use the multi-tap. And then I said the multi-tap, and then multi-tap. But then you were able to just plug in your controllers in on the 64, and each one of us, when I was growing up and played, of course I was the black one, which I didn't matter. I like the black damn Power Rangers. My dude Zach was the black Power Ranger, and I'm black, so I really wasn't tripping all of it too much. But also I did like Tommy too, but that's a whole different thing. That's Power Rangers, and Tommy had the Dragon Zord. My dude came out with but anyway, Bomberman is a good game, and the reason why I like this one in particular too is they incorporated female characters, and each Bomberman and Bomber Woman, I don't know if they call them Bomber Women in this or Bomber Girls, which doesn't sound that great. But anyway, each thing on the game, each character on the game has their own personality. So if you're thinking about this, think Ninja Turtles, or think like the new DuckTales, where Huey, Dewey, and Louie, and Webby each have a distinctive personality that makes them them. One's scary, one's brave, one's tough. I like the game. If more people had it, I'd play it. I caught it when it was like $10 off during one of the sales at GameStop, like when it was launching, and I was like, let me go back. Now, one of the other games that's in my list that's one of the most underrated games is ARMS. I have yet to play ARMS as much as I wanted to play ARMS because a lot of people don't have ARMS. I think that if Springman and Ribbon Girl are inside of Smash Brothers, like if they're DLC or something, that this is going to make this game get even more popular than it already is, or more popular than it is now, and it should be, because this is actually a really good solid fighting game. This reminds me of a lot of Killer Instinct. If anybody played Killer Instinct back in the day, it has a lot of Killer Instinct type elements, but just all Nintendo Killer Instinct type elements, from the throws and from the goofy antics and different things you can do. It can get real serious real quick. And then I had to get this from one of my friends, we'll hustle up on it, do some trades and bartering for it. This is I Am Setsuna. This is one of the games that Square Enix said that they were going to drop for the Nintendo Switch before they start doing the divisions separately and stuff exclusively for the Nintendo Switch. And I Am Setsuna is taking place, they say on the back of it, which this is Japanese, but it is in English, but because you can switch the titles and stuff, and the fonts and everything in the text. But this is supposed to take place very similar. It's supposed to take place. This is a game. Look at me, I'm all twisted up. This game right here is said to be very reminiscent of Chrono Trigger, which is my favorite game of all time. So when I heard that, I was like, let me jump on. What they do have is not a continuation. It's not Chrono Breaker, Cross, or Limit, or any other thing that has to do with the Chrono series. The Square is still dilly-dally, shilly-shallying on that. But it does have dual text, and it does have, I don't know if it had triple text, because I didn't really get into it that much. Because, again, look at Breath of the Wild was out at the time, and around that time, then I started getting Mario Odyssey was about to come, and all these other games were coming. So what was a man to do? You know, what can a brother do? I only got so much time that I can spend on games. The story was okay. It kind of reminded me a little bit of Final Fantasy X a little bit, because Setsuna, this is not no spoiler, this is when the opening scene of the game, you look at the trailer, they tell you Setsuna is set to basically go out and perform a mission that her mother had to do. And then, I forgot his name, is Edio or LBO or something, like the main hero. He's silent, of course, but they made him be the one who has to help her through this mission. So I got to maybe the third or fourth and got like 2 or 3 of the different characters, and then I stopped because there was so much other stuff. What can I say about Dragon Ball Xenoverse 2? If you like Dragon Ball and you want to build your own characters, this is the game for you. I still need to pick up Dragon Ball FighterZ. You see, I didn't say Z, but I still need to pick this up. But I have a female Saiyan on here named Tora. I love her. She got the natural. It's purple. She got hands, and she do a Kamehameha, and she do a Final Smash. I said Final Smash. I said Final Flash. I think, yeah, she's clean. She's clean. Just don't worry about the last thing I said. She's clean. She's clean. Trust me. The game takes place in the story modes where basically you're going through time, like from the first one, but now somebody else is pickering and dickering and hickory-dickory docking with the time and everything. So you have to go back and help fix it. And so you're this new warrior and stuff. And so the person from Xenoverse 1, you can make that statue dynamic, a human, a Saiyan, or whatever, and then you are trying to live up to their expectations and stuff. Skyrim, I got Skyrim because I never beat Skyrim on PlayStation. Never beat it on Xbox. And I fell asleep a lot of times with Skyrim. But I did like what Skyrim brought, but it really was never my particular game. And the reason why, because it was lonely. A lot of Beseda's games to me feel a little lonely. Like, I like games where I have another character, I'm looking for it. That might be my only gripe with Zelda games. I want to play with Zelda. I want to play with Tetra. I want to play with Impa. I would like to play with other characters. You can get a little temporary character on this game, but it's not the same as in having a character that's in your party for all time, and then you can talk and correspond with them. The game on here looks great, and then on the Switch, and this is what made me realize that the Switch was a lot more powerful than we as the consumer was giving it credit for. I got this last year. I did about 10-15 hours into it, but honestly, this is one of these games like it was a rainy day today. You just sit back and just play on a rainy day, and if you're a Skyrim fan and you got a Switch, then you better get it. Also, I trade games still, and I always give a Skyrim. You always get a Skyrim or a GTA. They always give great trading credit no matter what time or when. They just do. I'm rolling over time that I didn't know it was gonna be this long. Forgive me. So I'm on my last 4 games, and I haven't even talked about the ones I have on the Switch, which are Golf Story, which is 2K19, and which is another game my homeboy Laser Cat told me to get. It was like $5. Golf Story is a really good game. If you like golf and you like RPGs, $10 for the game. Solid. It teaches you the fundamentals about golf, and it's like a nice little story where you're trying to move up yourself in the ranks. I was playing that a lot for a while, and then I just stopped. I don't know why. Something else came out. I also have Stardew Valley. 50-60 hours of Stardew Valley, a farm simulator. I made my dude Jethro. He out there catching honeys and milking cows. Think about that. What can I say about Mario Odyssey? Mario Odyssey, just like the Zelda, is on my top 3 Mario games now, and that's going to follow along with Super Mario RPG in no particular order and Mario Brothers 3. I also like Sunshine. A lot of people didn't like Sunshine. I really like Sunshine. Of course, I like Mario 64. See, it's so hard with Mario games. But Odyssey it's just like the Nintendo Switch. It takes a little bit of everything and mix it into one pot, and boom, you have Mario Odyssey. I do love the fact that Cappy is also on Smash Brothers, so that also makes me feel good about it. This is, I just gave the best explanation. When you got Sunshine, 64, 3, all of those games put in one. Of course, it's got some stuff to do with Bowser, of course, but the game is graphically really amazing, and the functionalities and just jumping and going to the different worlds and the stickers and the cameras, I took so many pictures, is amazing. I really love this Mario Odyssey game. It was a really good game. I got like 80 something hours into that. Mario Kart, I didn't play it that much for the Wii U because nobody had a damn Wii U. I don't want to hear about all the Wii U love. Look, someone gave me my Wii U. Thank you, Periwinkle Plum. She gave me my Wii U back in the day because she and her brother didn't want to play it. And I still could barely find 1 or 2 people online to play Mario Kart 8 with me during that time, unless she came over and played and stuff like that. But I couldn't play online with the woman because she had gave me her Wii U, and that was the only system I never bought because I just wasn't feeling that system. But I mean, there's nothing to say about Mario Kart. It has took a revolution. It did a full Genesis now that it's back on that is on the Switch, and a lot of people playing. I just got my ass kicked playing Alex Prime on Team Red about a week ago or so, and this has really made me say I need to practice the little 30-40 hours I have into it. I do need to at least practice 4 hours or something a week so I can not at least get in the top 4. That's so embarrassing. It's just so embarrassing. We own the last stretch here. Disgaea 5. I got into Disgaea 5, but I bought it because I love Disgaea. I played 1 and 2. I really hate to say this. I think I'm going to flip this one to get Disgaea 1 because I really don't want to cash out, just pay for Disgaea 1 right now. Because I have 5. And I don't know how much credit I can get off of this, but I do want to play this. Disgaea has always been a mix between chess and some lewd otaku type anime-ish, anime-ish type, scenarios and things, strategy based. I always liked it that this is the kind of game that it's perfect for the Switch. You can grab, play a little match or a stage, and then leave. And I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed this game, even though I didn't get that far. But I haven't played 3 or 4, and this one has all of the DLC and all of the characters from the other ones. And you can get max items and stuff. So I kind of was playing around with that and just running through it a little bit. But I want to start again from where it all started and go with the Hour of Darkness. So like I said, I might see how much I can get off of that and flip that one. And last but not least, I bought this to play with a friend, and she and I have not yet to play it yet. Matter of fact, I have not even opened it yet. This is Just Dance 2019. From what I'm taking it as, you're going to use your Joy-Cons, you hook them up, and then you just use it that way. Kind of like you would do the Move controller, kind of like you do with the Kinect, but the Kinect ain't no Kinect no more. So Xbox just made us buy those things, and it ain't no technology no more. It says it has over 400 something songs. It's not my biggest game to play, but when you're playing with the right peoples, it can be, if you know what I mean. So, at 400 or more different tracks. I haven't opened it yet because I was so tempted. To trade this in for Tales of Vesperia. You have no idea I want Tales of Vesperia, but I'm still currently playing Dragon Quest 11 on the PlayStation 4, and I'm like on my 3rd or 4th Pearl right now, or Emerald Pearl that I have to get, and I still want to get that for the Switch, which is also coming up for the Switch, and then I still need to get Valkyria Chronicles 4, which the demo was amazing, and I still want to play that. And it's so many RPGs that's coming out. And then I mentioned that Kingdom Hearts comes out in what, next week or 2 weeks, and I still have yet to play still yet to beat Dragon Quest. So anyway, I know this video was a lot longer than I intended. I apologize, but if you stuck with me, thank you. This is my Switches collection. If you did like this video and you stuck all the way to the end, or you skipped this round to see what I say, either way, I appreciate it. Thank you. If you did like this, make sure you hit that like button. And if you're new to the channel and you want to see more stuff like this, more stuff like streaming, more of me talking about RPGs, Nintendo, and anime, and sprinkle in with a little entertainment, then make sure you hit that subscribe button to stay up to date on all things geek. And until next time, interweb, I'll holler at y'all later. Peace!